Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bay Path. I have had an opportunity to reach out to our girls soccer program, Varsity girls soccer program, who are off to an amazing start. And we wanted an opportunity to have our student athletes talk a little bit about their success and what's happening. My name is Dean Packard, proud principal of Bay Path, and I get this opportunity to speak to student athletes, teachers, coaches along all lines here and to recognize greatness that's going on. So girls, thank you first and foremost for coming. I've got Emily and Jordan with me. Thank you for being here. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Doing pretty good, yeah.
Oh, good. I got you out of class a little bit to be able to speak about something kind of.
Oh, yeah. I'll talk about soccer instead of class.
You have to make up the work, girls. I'm not worried about you. Listen, as a building-based principal, it gives me great pleasure to be able to recognize successes that happen. And we're talking about the girls soccer team for quite a while. Been working to get better. And this year, you come out of the gate. I believe it's 8-0 right now.
Yeah.
To get to that level, it's never easy. Let's talk a little bit about that. Talk a little bit about who you are and your role on the team that you have. And in no particular, Emily, you go first.
All right. So I'm a junior. I'm the right defender on the team. Sometimes I play center, but our captain plays center most of the time. But yeah, I've the starting right defender. I usually play for like the whole game. But
I'm the normally left or right offense. I'm typically a striker. I don't play I'm not as typically a starter, but I do play a lot.
Okay, good. So everybody has an active role on a successful in a successful organization. So talk a little bit. Why do you think, or what's coming together so nicely to get you guys to experience the wins? Wins happen as a result of hard work. It happened as a result of dedicated practice time, good coaching strategies. I equate it to like the classroom when you're learning content. A great teacher gives you multiple ways to understand the content, and then you put it into application. There's no doubt you have some athletes on your team, no doubt at all. And I think that plays a pivotal role in this. But talk about how you've gone from day one to now to enjoy this success that you're having.
All right. I think it took a minute for the team to really click like we are now. But I mean, just with how well we've really come together, like as a team. Like I feel like we're really just getting along, and we know what each other are, like how we play.
Like we know we can depend on each other when, like, if you lose the ball, you always have someone else that can come by and save it.
Yeah, and we've definitely had a shift in who plays what position, and I think that's definitely helped out our team a lot more. People are fitting in their positions, and it's going really great. I think Legier and Coach Mike have made some really smart decisions with how they've had players going.
I absolutely love hearing that because kids want to be placed in positions where they're going to be successful, number one, but make others around them successful. Yeah. And it sounds like the pieces of the puzzle are really coming together, which is great. And there's nothing I like more than a past coach, and I did it for 12 years as a head coach at a high school, to see kids understand we all have roles, we all have responsibilities, but we share in the celebration of the successes that we have together. And we're there for each other when we don't. I mean, life isn't about winning all the time, but it's about getting yourself in a position where you can be successful more often than not. And what I'm gaining from outside, and I've only seen a little bit of it so far, and I'm going to see some more, I'll get there today, is that you guys have that perspective of we're one group. We're going to make everybody's strengths be the strengths of the team, and great things will happen. Am I correct with that assumption?
Yeah. I feel like everybody on the team, like they're good friends. Like you may not be super close to one person, but you can still all come together and work together as a team to really make it work.
Mm-hmm.
Talk a little bit about some of the victories that you've had so far. Like what from your perspective, and it might be different for each of you, and we'll start off with Jordan. Jordan, what's like a memory right now you've taken from the first 8 games? Which one was the one that you said, man, this team's going to be pretty good?
Well, Assabet, like typically they used to be like really good, but we ended up, I think 7-0,
7 or 8,
7-8-0. But like we came in thinking, oh, this is going to be a really rough team. This is going to be a hard game, but we absolutely killed them. Like we worked really good together as a team. We had a lot of communication, a lot of like passing back and forth, and we worked together.
Love hearing that. Emily.
I agree with the Assabet one. I know, like, I was super nervous for the Assabet game because I feel like it's usually much harder of a game for us. Like past seasons, it's always been like, oh, Assabet is like a little tougher, like they can be physical. but we really did. I mean, we did amazing at that game. Or Monty Tech, I think that was 7-0. And like normally, I mean, like they usually get a couple in or whatever. It's can be a bit more of a challenging game, but I feel like we passed the ball, we moved it around, we switched fields. It was great. I think those were great games for us.
You're talking about things that make a coach smile, spacing on the field, good communication. When I'll say when winning becomes an expectation, or when coming together becomes an expectation, great things happen. They just do. Like today, what's the focus for today?
I think definitely using a lot of communication, trying to work at a slower pace, like trying to make sure that we don't just kick the ball and that we actually get it to people's feet and try to, work the way up to the goal.
Also spreading the field too. Sometimes we've gotten a lot better with like passing, looking wide for passes, but I think just really making sure that we look for those who's open. It's not a game of kickball. We're playing soccer.
You really want to make sure you pass to people, and you make sure you've got somebody that's super wide. You can go up the line. You can get that ball up the field.
It sounds like I'm talking to seasoned veteran athletes who've played the game for a while, which is good. All right, ladies, now's the time to spread some love, okay? You have teammates. I believe there's 11 on the field at one time, okay? Talk to me about some of the key players that are you're smiling and stepping back and say, yeah, I'm doing my job, but let me tell you about this person. Let me talk to you about the goalie. Let me talk to you about my this fullback. Let's talk about this striker who's scoring goals. Let's talk about just spreading some love.
Well, I definitely think our defense, we really love them because we have a really strong defensive back line. We have Cheyenne Munson, we have Jenna, and we have Emily. And I think it works really well because, if Emily, the ball goes out too wide, you always know that Jenna's going to come back and be there for her. And same with Emily. If Emily comes up to the middle, Jenna always has a side for her.
Yeah. Our defense, I think I love them to death so much. They're like Cheyenne and Jenna, they've worked together so well, and I don't know what I'm gonna do when they graduate, honestly. Our goalie too, she's a freshman, she's amazing.
She's really good. Coach Mike really worked well with her, and she's had a lot of practice, but we've gotten a lot of shutouts, and that's actually really good.
Yeah. Seeing her progress from summer league, it's amazing, honestly.
Yeah, you guys are like young coaches in the making. I like this. All right, let's shift gears for a second. Talk about offensive power. You got to put the ball in the net. Who's got that? Who's got the hot foot that's taking care of business? Is it being spread out? Are we like a team that has multiple assassins that can go out there and score anytime?
Well, we have definitely Kayla. Kayla gets the ball up a lot. She gets it to our offense and to our midfielders, but she also shoots a lot. She has a really good foot.
Oh yeah, she was nominated Player of the Week in the Telegram, I believe.
Telegram.
So, definitely Hannah
and Maya.
Oh yeah, and Maya. They are definitely some of the top scorers on our team. They can cross that ball, and they got a shot like nobody else.
Yeah.
I love that. So the last piece of the puzzle that I have here is let's talk a little bit about the guidance, the coaching. And you gave great tribute to Coach Legier and Coach Mike about making some adjustments. One of the greatest things that the best coaches do is find the strengths in individuals and place them in positions where their skill set is going to bring a greater difference to the team. Talk about the shifts in coaching this year and by positions and how that's affected the overall progress.
Well, I think really having a specific goalie coach has really helped us because last year our good senior, we lost her because she was our goalie. But since we have Jordan, we have Mike, which is the goalie coach, that he's been able to have one-on-one time with her. And so it really helps develop our goalie.
Not only that, we've had switches. We had one of our defenders move up, Mystic. She now plays mid, and I think she does amazing. She's an amazing defender. I think she really fits on a midfield, and we had one of the midfielders drop back to our sweeper, and I love how she plays there. She's honestly an amazing sweeper. And just the practices in general, I feel have been a lot more just everyone gets time to practice their specifics.
I like how you said that. I've often said that, those most successful coaches have well laid out practice plans that are going to build on the strengths of the kids. So again, whether that's a classroom, whether that's a court, whether that's a field, I love hearing that because that's where you get better. That's where you get better. So controlling the midfield, you said that a moment ago. Your midfielder. Okay, talk a little bit about how important it is to control the ball in the midfield level, what that means for both offense and defense. You're not talking to a real soccer guy. I get the game. Okay, I was a basketball coach, but I understand the importance of controlling the middle of the field. Talk about how special that individual has to be.
Well, I feel like when the ball gets in the middle, like if it goes back into our line of defense, it can end up messy because they will just speed it through their size and you can easily cut through. So I think that having really good control in the midfield is actually really good because, like, yeah, I kind of lost that thought.
Okay, you were right on with what you're saying. I love it.
Also, it's like the midfield needs to know when they should push up and when they need to drop back. That's like an essential part of playing midfield is if you're too far up, you're leaving your defense just by themselves with what could be 4 or 5 girls attacking them. So I feel like they do really well knowing when they need to come back or push up more and just like getting the ball like in and out passes. It's amazing.
Like, because when you're a midfielder, you don't just play offense or defense, you play in the middle. So like if the ball is super high up on the field, yeah, you can come up with your offense, but like if the ball is coming back, you should be hustling back too to get help out with your defense.
A lot of territory to cover as a midfielder. I'm telling you right now, it's a big field in that capacity. Well, listen, we're excited today because we're actually going to live stream your game. You guys being 8-0 at this point in time have received the highest bid. First time we're going to be streaming anything live. So your game will be out there for any and all parents. I'm going to send out a link on Facebook. Anybody can watch it from the comfort of their home. I'm looking forward to that. We're going to build some capacity around it. And at the end of the day, build some marketability too. I mean, you guys should be recognized for the great stuff that you're doing right now. So any last minute things you want to say about your team, your coaches, the direction? Listen, I'm going to give you a piece of advice as an ex-head coach. Don't think about the end game. Think about today's game. Each one that you win is each minute on the field is going to determine how good you're going to become to the end of the season. We're super excited you're 8-0. At the end of the day, life isn't always about winning everything you do. It's about getting better and better. And wins and losses take care of themselves. And it looks like, sounds like, smells like you guys are heading in the right direction for something very special. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, I think this is, since I've been here, one of our best seasons, honestly.
Yeah, it's going really well.
That's awesome. Well, listen, I'm super proud of you guys for coming down here and speaking to me. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do. You are speaking for a successful group of young ladies that are actually doing an amazing job. So kudos to you. Continue to keep that smile on your face. Continue to enjoy the process and experience of playing on a well-oiled machine because it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And find that fun each and every day. Okay?
Yeah.
There you go, right there. Eye of the tiger, right there. Jordan, Emily, thank you very much. Good luck, ladies, today. Keep that steamroller going forward and have some fun doing that. Peace out, everybody. What time is it today? 4:30. What time's the game?
3:30?
3:30 or 4.
Is it 3:30?
I believe they moved it to 3:30.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Hope to see you there. Watch it live. Take care.